striding in to start the ninth, Luis Ramirez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And they may have found a location that they like right here. They can go just about anywhere they want.
And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Orlando Escalona comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Floyd Staten will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. Elvis Gonzalez makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the ninth inning. Now a splitter starts things off with a called strike one. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. This one definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
No runs, just 1 hit, no errors. They left 3 men on base.
Smokey Dutch is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 12, Smokey Dutch.
Leading off the inning, Eric Costa, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base. Because they've been held in check all game.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. All over the place to start the ninth. It's 3-0 now.
He's having a little trouble finding the strike zone here to start off the inning. And it's a long road back from 3-0.
Now batting. Left fielder.
And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single.
Now batting.
So stepping in, number 2, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Sacrifice attempt here. Throw just does beat him to the bag, and that was pretty close. Orlando Escalona will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop. So striding in, number 27, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Oh, now a ball hit up the middle, and it's going to get on through into center field for a base hit. Here comes the runner from third, and we are tied in the top of the ninth. Adam Weiler will be summoned here. And, guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, a lot of positives to take from this outing, no doubt. You see the numbers there, 7 1/3 strong innings. He really put him in a good position.
Smokey Dutch is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 12, Smokey Dutch.
Striding in to start the ninth, Eric Costa, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. In there, strike one. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hold, 0-2. Boy, no messing around here in this ninth inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitches. That's usually a fastball.
Luis Ramirez is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Drilled on the ground to short. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the ninth.
Now batting, catcher
Orlando Escalona makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the ninth inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
And, strike 3 called on a pitch that looked out of the zone. And that's the kind of ball game it's been for these guys, as this one is officially put into the books. Plenty of offense here in this one as we give you one final look at the line score. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game. Smokey Dutch is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 12, Smokey Dutch.
Leading off the inning, Luis Ramirez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
That missed. That's a ball.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Chop foul over towards the dugout. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off. From what I've seen of this guy so far, this is one of those guys that has that makeup to be a real good late inning guy. I mean, you can tell this is a kid who wants the baseball in his hand in a tough spot.
Floyd Staten comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Sinking liner toward left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting.
Julian Castro comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here.
1-0.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one.
Nope. Ball.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball two.
He just about went around.
No,
he was
that
lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
You got a full count.
Swing, strike two. Runner at first here, one man out. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are two gone.
Now batting.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Elvis Gonzalez, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
No, that missed.
And he'll
That's the
hold
ball.
off on the slider here to start
1-0.
the at-bat. It's ball one.
Ball.
And he
Outside.
won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting
2-1's the count.
squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
2-1, here it is. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim one-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And a good offensive performance here, but I think we can agree on naming this fellow right here as our top.
Your attention,
Smokey
please.
Dutch is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 12, Smokey Dutch.
Striding in to start the ninth, Jason Sanchez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Kloboff is right there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting. First
Jacob
baseman.
Stevens will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final two outs. Starts things with a splitter outside for ball one. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
The 1-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Riggins backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting. Second base.
This ball is not hit all that hard, but still, that's a nice job of ranging back onto the outfield grass to take it in.
Stepping in now, Frederick Shepard, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to...
And this is a strike 3 called, and a bit of a questionable ending there as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory.
First for the victorious Hooks, 4 runs, 7 hits.
Smokey Dutch is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 12, Smokey Dutch.
Striding in to start the ninth, Mark Barker, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Liner towards second. And this is through into right field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning. Earl Sedenquist comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. And a rather easy first out.
Right fielder
In number 20, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some...
And he tries to take it from a knee, but this gets by, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only one away.
now batting, left fielder.
So striding in, number 35, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Ray Owen will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
And he struck him out, and the ball game is over as they get the possible tying run over to third, but can't get him across. This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our top Player of the Game award?
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
For the Missions, 6 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 37 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please.
Smokey
Your
Dutch
attention, please.
is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 12, Smokey Dutch.
Michael Rush gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
0-1, no strike.
And he lays off there 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see.
Smokey Dutch is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 12, Smokey Dutch.
Rodney Botts will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the ninth. Andres Rodriguez will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Smoked on the ground left side. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner. Christopher Gilliam comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. And that's in there for a strike. Pulled high in the air out to left field. McLeod will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Willie Valdez. And he does so represent. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, you know, that run in the bottom of the 8th turned out to be the difference maker as they're able to hold on here and get this win in a squeaker.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. Corpus Christi comes out on top, 3-2. Good night, everybody.
For the Rough Riders, 2 runs on 4 hits.
Smokey Dutch is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 12, Smokey Dutch.
Striding in to start the ninth, Christopher Gilliam, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Swing hard liner to left. And that'll be a base hit, so they couldn't ask for more as the possible tying runs aboard to kick off the ninth. Willie Valdez comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Trying to move the runner into scoring position here, but this is a foul ball. The 0-1 delivery. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1. Shows bunt here, but this one misses, ball 3.
And you got a guy up there trying to give you an out. And the last thing you want to do is walk him to put him on base for free.
And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. So striding in, number 20, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That one's going to find the seats, strike 1. 1 out and a runner on second base. And this is taken for a cold strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Hit on the ground toward the left. Scooped up on the backhand. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Luis Ramirez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. This is blistered into right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. It's a 3-3 game. Chad Baroa will take over in a tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player of the game, but I think this fella right here would seem to be the logical choice.
Yeah, he only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count. Big home run that turned out to be the decisive.
Smokey Dutch is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 12, Smokey Dutch.
Christopher Gilliam will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
1-1 pitch is a splitter, cold strike 2.
Well, and he's got a great splitter. You're talking 88 miles an hour. You think you can hit it, but it just disappears on you.
Willie Valdez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Lays off 1-0. Couldn't get his hands through there, and it's 1-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
But he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Orlando Escalona is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
Very softly hit to the left side. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word. Luis Ramirez will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position. Rizika is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over. Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.